Myself Harpreet Kaur, I am anthropologist. This channel is for all the anthropology students who are doing anthropology or preparing for competitive exams like UGC, UPSC or any other. I will share all the notes related to anthropology with you guys. Kindly support. Let's start with the first video. In this video, we will discuss what is anthropology, meaning of anthropology, how man is idiosyncratic species from other primates. So, there are many definitions which are given by different anthropologists, but here I am sharing with very easy, precise and my favorite definition, that is what anthropology is defined as study of human in space and time. So, I underlined the word study of human in a space and time because of some reasons which we will discuss in meaning of anthropology. So what is the meaning of anthropology? This is a very important thing. Anthropology is derived from Greek word anthropos and logos. Anthropos means humans and logos means science or study. So anthropology means study of humans. So, but there is a very big question. There are many disciplines like philosophy, political science, sociology, economics, history, human biology, etc. These all disciplines are concerned with humans. So, how anthropologists differ from these ones? This is a very big question. How anthropology is unique from these disciplines, because all these disciplines are concerned with humans. So what's the answer of this question? Because anthropology is a holistic discipline which covers every aspects of man, cultural, biological, social, psychological or other points of view. So anthropology studied all the aspects of human which is related either sociological, political, ecological or any other, human biological, morphological, philosophy or any other which is related to man, either radiations which affect a man or which are useful for man, which link with man, are studied by anthropologists, every aspects. So in this definition, I already said in the last slide that I underlined the word study of humans in space and time because of some reason. What that reason I discussed here. These words are very important because without these words definition is incomplete. Because there are other disciplines who are studied man. So anthropologists, why the anthropology is unique? So that's why in space and time these words are very important. Without this word anthropology definition is incomplete. In space and time means in the time period like Paleolithic, Mesolithic or Neolithic, so modern times. These all the eras which are studied by anthropologists, either a past, present or future, either a prehistoric period, historic period, present period or a future period. All these eras are studied by humans which are totally related to man. So anthropology studied human beings in all climates and time. I already told you, humans of prehistoric and historic past, present generation and also future within the research purview of anthropology. So that's why anthropology is unique, because it is study of human in space and time, in all climates, ice age or when the earth is emerged. All the periods which are studied by anthropology totally related to humans. The humans which are come in any era are studied by anthropologists, because anthropologists are interested to study humans in every climates or time period. So that's why anthropology is unique subject. Got it? Then so I'll share some examples with you guys. What are the examples? Prehistoric time, In prehistoric time, there was a very great example. Human evolved from some species like Australopithecus. Australopithecus was the first species from which hominid emerged. Anthropologists said that Australopithecus was the first species which are similar with the humans. There are some differences with these species, but still these species have some similarities with human. So that's why Australopithecus species is the first species. After that, Homo habilis, which is also have a similarity with human, and after that, Human erectus evolved. After Human erectus, Homo sapiens, and Homo sapiens sapiens, which were we. We were the Homo sapiens sapiens. So Homo habilis are the species which made a cleavers. Cleavers are the tools which they were used for chopping and other purposes. And after that, Homo erectus, who were the first who used fire, and they used a hand axes, Acheulean, Abelian hand axes. They also used for cutting and other purposes, chopping. And others, Homo sapiens who used iron and copper tools. And after that, Homo sapiens sapiens, which we were in modern time period, Homo sapiens sapiens. Then what is the example of historic time? Historic time means the period which we have a written record, like a Mahabharat, Mughal period. So we have a written record. So these periods also are studied by anthropologists because they were more concerned to study more and more about that period. There is one field, archaeology. Archaeologists are also concerned with the study of artifacts because they reconstruct the ways of life of past people through artifacts. So archaeology and anthropology are similar one, because but archaeologists are concerned with the artifacts, ecofacts, or other things, but they helping the anthropologists by providing these artifacts through which they can concern with the human ways of life in the past period. But the anthropologists are concerned not only the past period but also present and future. So that's why anthropology is different from other disciplines. Then in present time there are many forensics anthropologists who are investigating the crime scenes and by estimating the skeletons or burned skeletons and give a justice to the accused people. So anthropometry is also a subfield of anthropology. In physical anthropology, anthropometry is used in some hospitals for growth and development. So these are all the things which are doing in the present time are studied by anthropologists. But there are some fields according to which the anthropologists are working. So last is future time period. Researchers are doing research on the future topics which are related to human, either which diseases will emerge in the future. So all the things which are totally related to human, either diseases or any anatomy or any part of bone in our body which in the coming period vanished or new part will emerge, all are studied by anthropologists because they're more concerning. So that's why it is a unique subject from the other disciplines, and this is the actual meaning of anthropology. So let's another slide, definition of anthropology of different authors. Alfred Louis Gruber, anthropology is the science of groups of men and their behavior and production. Then Jacob and Stern, anthropology is a scientific study of physical, social, cultural development and behavior of human beings since their appearance on earth. Then Herskovits, anthropology is a science of man and its works. These were the anthropologists who gave definition of anthropology. Next slides. Third question, how man is an idiosyncratic species from other primates? So what's the reason? What's the answer of that question? So let's start. He can communicate in different language. There are many other animals, birds, species, gorilla, chimpanzee, gibbon, orangutan, apes, or any other hominids. they were not communicating different language. We can speak Punjabi, Hindi, English, French, Spanish, or any other, because of some reason, because we have a higher cranial capacity, we have a power to learn, understand, or communicate in with their friends by sharing and exchanging our thoughts. So these are the only humans which are totally unique from other primates. I We know we are part of primate, but we are the unique primates because we can communicate in different language, because we have a power to learn. So first reason is that. And second reason, man has ability to make tool, ornaments, and there are many researchers who give answers that hominid fossils were witness that early hominids were used a core tool for cutting, chopping, and other purposes. I already discussed in earlier that there are many like Australopithecus were the first one who made a chopper and chopping tool and they used this tool for cutting and chopping purposes. And after Australopithecus, new species were emerged, that is Homo habilis, who made cleavers. They were also used for cutting and chopping purposes, because they all were living in the forest, so they had to eat something, and for eating purposes they had to crush the things so that they can eat it. And after Homo erectus, then Homo habilis, new species were emerged, that was Homo erectus. And Homo erectus were the first who used fire. He had an enough cranial capacity to think that fire can be used for cooking or any other purposes, because that time period was the ice age time period. They have to keep themselves warm, so they start using fire. And they also made tool that was hand axes, and there were two types of hand axes, that was Acheulean and Abelian hand axes. They were Homo erectus were the first who made hand axes in that time period. And then after Homo erectus, there was a species Homo sapiens. That was a Neolithic period when agriculture were emerged. They start jumping or shifting cultivation. They have enough capacity at that time. They can think how to grow wheat, rice, bajra, and other crops, so they can cultivate. They started cultivated at that time period, that was Neolithic time period. And after Homo sapiens, another species was a Homo sapiens that are us, Homo sapiens. That is a modern time periods. So another thing, humans has a greater cranial capacity than other apes. I already discussed. He is a bipedalist. Man is the only species who can walk on 2 feet. Then he has a social and political organization. He follow it. If we can say that gorilla also live in a social culture, chimpanzees also live in a social culture. They are more concerning with their families. They have a feeling for their family. But man is the only species who has social and political organization. They can communicate and exchange their ideas and views with each other, and they live in a political world in which there's a government, and according to government, other common people walk or follow constitution, any other thing. So man is the only who is unique from the other animals. So animal has no democracy or no government. So animals don't have any government, but man has. So human practices custom, ritual, beliefs, and religion. Yes, human is the only species who worship God, who know who is God. There are many religions like Christian, Hindu, Sikhism. So man worshipping God, have faith in God, and they have every social culture has their own customs and ritual, according to which they were practicing their rituals and custom, like marriages or any other So in marriages there are many rituals. Every social institute has their own customs and ritual, and all the peoples who are belonging to that caste, they follow that rituals or customs according to their ancestral point of view. So all these things are practices by humans, and these practices are studied by anthropologists, so that anthropologists are more concerned with the humans, and man is the unique species from other primates. That is the answer of this question. Thank you.